Well, hello there, and back again with another live stream. It's only be about an hour long, something like that, because it's just the Nations Cup I'm doing tonight. I've sort of not given up with the manufacturer one, but the Nations Cup one I'm certainly doing a lot better in as well. This is now the 5th race. I don't do the ones during the week because I'm at work. So the Saturday ones are the ones that are only available to me. The first 4 races of it, with the 4th one was last week, was sorry, what should I say, this is the 5th, this is round 5, and from now on your best 2 results are counted from the 5 previous races that you've done. So tonight we're looking, if we can, to get a strong result and increase our points as well. The ranking board, then, you can see that my best so far is a 57.089, which I did, I think, yesterday or something like that. The best guys are in the low to mid 54, so about 2.5 seconds off. Medium and hard tyres are on here. The mandatory tyre, the mandatory tyre you have to run is the hards, so you have to run them at some point. I've moved the traction control down to 1 now. I usually run about 2, but I'm starting to get more and more comfortable with the game, move it down to 1, and everything else, car settings there, as you can see, it's BOP is set in, the power ratio is 98%, the weight reduction ratio is 103. So this is not a Group 4 fixed, this is the only car you're allowed to run in the Nations Cup for this race is the Huracan, the Lamborghini Huracan Group 4. The difference between the Nations Cup and the Manufacturer Series, in the Manufacturer Series, before the season starts, you have to select a car, a team that you're going to be with, or a manufacturer, I should say, that you're going to be with. And whoever you choose, you have to carry that through the entire season, so you get the Group 3 and the Group 4 cars, and you have to use them in whatever race requires those cars. In the Nations Cup, it's very different. You know, some races, like last week, for example, we had the Group 2 cars, and I was around there in the GTSport, and I think we finished 2nd or 3rd. And, you know, there's other races in the Nations Cup where you'll have the N100, N200 cars, you know, traditionally the slowest on the games. Other ones you'll have Group 3, Group 4, Group 2, something like that. So tonight, it's not Group 4, but it is, the car that you have to use is a Group 4 car, and it is the Lamborghini Huracan. So it's the Lambo Cup, if you like. It's the Lambo Huracan Group 4 Cup, if you like, around Monza. There's 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes left, so you might as well go out there and do a few more laps. And I'm running a 2009 Braun G3 livery. So I'm into my F1 liveries on cars. There was a while when I was going through the Red Bull liveries, so every car that I was running pretty much had a Red Bull livery of some sort, but I've now sort of changed that, and I'm now starting to go with F1 liveries that people out there, talented people out there, are coming up with. So over the line now. 57.089 is my previous best. We'll see if we can improve somewhat. Means nothing, of course. This doesn't set the grid. I've immediately overshot the first chicane, so not a good start. So no idea what to expect tonight. I'm sure in qualifying I've got to try and find someone that I can slipstream off at some similar pace, or maybe even slightly better pace to me, so they can pull me along nicely. This is definitely going to be a qualifying session where you want to oh wow, I'm really outbraking myself here. I need to get back in the zone. I've got a few minutes. This is definitely going to be a qualifying session, however long or short it is, probably about 5 minutes. You might be able to get 2 laps in if you're lucky. Slipstream is going to be absolutely key around here. Some tracks you do want to be your own. Traditionally everyone usually goes out straight away. I'll usually leave it 30 seconds to a minute and give myself some clean air. But at a circuit like this, you certainly need a bit of help down the straights. So the first lap in qualifying is going to be busy, as everyone tries to battle for position. No one wants to be first around the circuit. I don't spend too much time in the Lamborghinis, to be honest with you. The Huracan Group 3 car is horrendous. So many people do struggle with it. It's so twitchy for me. I can never get on with it, so I always stay away from it. The Group 4 car seems more stable, probably because it's a lot slower. So the first lap will probably be in something like a 2:02. 203, something like that, but at least then we'll have a relative above our revs, so we can actually see what we're doing. 203.1, so I need to be pretty much 6 seconds quicker this lap, and all that time was in the first chicane. See if we can get in the 56s before qualifying. Ah, break myself again. Still finding more time in this lap. I'm up to 5 seconds up now. I need to sort out that second chicane. I think we'll get one lap, another lap, that'll be it. And then we'll go to the lobby, see who we're paired up with. So we need to find another second in this lap. There's only a minute 40 left until the matching starts. Hopefully we can complete this lap before it. Nearly a second up, which put me into a high 56. I think we'll improve. I think we'll get into the 56s. Just a 56.880. So we found another tenth in a little bit compared to my previous best. But still little small mistakes everywhere. Preparing to match now. Hopefully we've put in a lobby of other AS drivers to get the best rating and the best points possible. Sometimes I've done these races and it's put me with people that are like C and D rated, which is wildly frustrating because yes, you're probably one of the best, but the points on offer are pretty terrible. And there you go then. So there's 20 of us and we're all the same driver and safety rating. Any names out there I recognise? No. So, okay. So I don't know any of these people. Don't know how they drive. 3 Brits, quite a lot of Spanish. Quite a few Germans as well. And the French. And an Indian with that terrible connection as usual, so not too sure what to expect here. One guy's already got 329 points, so he's having a good season so far. So we'll have a look at the points anyway. So yeah, quite a good healthy amount. Definitely, I think if we finish top 13, we will increase our points overall. So we'll keep the mediums on, obviously, because we've got qualifying. Just might as well go out and circuit quickly then. All different liveries, as you can see, everyone's in the Hurricane. So yeah, qualifying is going to be interesting. I want to get out on track pretty much as soon as. Find someone to work with. Still making mistakes there through the second chicane. I really need to scrub that out. The rest of that feels okay. I know where the breaking point for the first chicane is. Through the Lesmos as well, you always feel like you can take more speed, but you got to be careful. I think we'll have time to tackle Ascari one more time fully. So you brake just after the bridge. I've left it a little bit too late, so maybe just on the bridge. The warm-up complete. We got a qualifying now, 5-minute qualifying session, so everyone will have enough time, I think, to do 2 laps as long as they get out sooner rather than later. What's our pace going to be like? So coming out mid-pack, that's fine. Just need to find people to work with. Ideally, I want someone that's probably about half a second quicker than me, because they will comfortably pull me along in the tow, and I won't get too close that I end up picking up any unnecessary understeer. That guy's gone straight on there. This is going to be an interesting part of the first lap. Everyone bottling up in the chicane. So there's no fuel rate in qualifying. There's a tyre wear rate. I think it's 10%. I think in a race it's about 5 or 6% on fuel. So a lot of cars up ahead of me here then. I only really want one. I don't want to be following a gaggle of cars. This dude's going to find himself some space. There's now just 2 just up ahead of me. That's slightly better in there. Oh mate, come on. Yeah, he doesn't want to be in front of me, he wants my slipstream. Alright, here we go. We've got someone to work with. So we'll get a nice tow. Let's hope he's quick and can pull us along nicely. This is perfect. We can stay like this. Good so far. Keeping a nice gap. A bit twitchy through there, but it's fine. No idea how many other people out there are slipstreaming off each other. We've dropped that lot behind us, so they're going to be slower. So first lap on the board, where is it going to put us? 56.2 is the fastest so far. P6, just 5, nearly 6 tenths off. Down to P7 now. Everyone's now starting their final lap. So if we can stay inside the top 10, that won't be too bad. Found the 10th so far in Sector 1. Tyres already showing a little bit of wear though, that's the problem. Okay, that was better through there. These two have made mistakes. So we could improve here. Could improve. 56.849 was my previous best. We do, but only by half a tenth, and it keeps us in P7 for now. Lost a little bit of time, I think, in Sector 3 somewhere, obviously. Lost half a tenth in that. Sector 2 is pretty much dead even. So most of our lap time's coming in now. I think we're comfortably going to be inside the top 10. So that's good. Quick scan for everyone else. There's still one person yet to complete the qualifying lap, so we're definitely at worst P9. I think if I can get a top 10 in this race, I'll be quite happy, but the first chicane on the opening lap is going to be a bit nuts. So he didn't improve, so it will be P8. So I'm happy with that. I'll take that. And we out-qualified the guy that was giving us a tow around the circuit as well, so that's good. So we'll make the change onto the hard tyres, because we definitely do have to run them, I believe, in a race. Yeah, the tyre requirement is hard tyres. Fuel consumption and tyre wear is both 10%, so we might have to make the change onto the mediums at some point. And the target really is, well, the points have changed a little bit, but basically a top 13 we'll see our overall point score improve. Because currently at the moment 155 is what we're sitting on, and that was from the 3rd place that we got last week with the Group 2 cars at Spain. But after this race is done, it'll be our best 2 results from the 5 races so far, so that will definitely increase hopefully to around about the 240, 250 mark, where that'll put me in the regional rankings. I don't know. We were sitting before tonight's event something like 96 out of everyone in the UK, which is quite good, to be honest, to be in the top 100. So if I can get a positive result tonight as well, then that will definitely increase. Just got to hope and pray that we keep that one clean. So here we go then, this is the grid. Everyone in the Huracan Group 4. Such is the stipulation for this Nations Cup race. There's a nice Golf liveried one. So I'm pretty happy starting in P8. We were just 28 thousandths away from getting P7. I think we were about 8 tenths off of pole, which is fine. I'm not expected to be the quickest here. I think there'll be a lot of pack racing going on. With it being Monza, slipstream will be so important. And there's still a full 20 car field as well. We've got to keep it clean on lap 1, especially the first chicane as well. I'm pretty sure I can keep it clean. It's all the idiots behind that will try and win it on the first corner. And we're starting on the hard tyres as well, so we're not expected to be super quick. Starting P8, not as good as last week. That's Barcelona, where we was on pole, but I'll take a P8 start. As the Italian red arrows go over the head, and away we go. Oh, it's a mess, isn't it? Look. Fine margins are going to decide if this race is going to be good or not. It was so smooth. They've got to get every braking point right. That wasn't good. Oh, mate. Someone's gone straight on, and I've almost done the same as well. How's that happened? And I've got a nice little time penalty as well, just for good measure. Oh, I'm going well deep. Oh, that's not good. Got to shift down quicker. Somehow, out of all that, I've actually gained a position, but we'll probably be back down to 10th with that penalty. Better. On the hard tyres as well, I expect most have probably gone for the mediums. Another guy off. Whoa. Right, we should be okay. That guy behind made a mistake, so he was getting up to speed as well. And this bloke in front of us had a second penalty, so we've got someone to work with at least. Need to keep it clean and follow this guy now. Try and catch back up to that leading pack. That's the fuel looking 16.8, so we've got enough. We don't need to make a fuel stop. And he's clipped the grass, he's going to run wide, he's going to lose time out there. And now I'm in front with the second pack. So after the messy first 2 laps, you've actually gained a position. I don't know whether I want to defend the inside or not, I don't know what's going to happen there. Did get punted up the arse, so that's just amazing. Thank you for that. Get off my arse, dude. I wonder if we can get these tyres to the end. Running like that, wide like that, you won't. Pretty sure pretty much everyone around me is on the medium tyres. I think we'll be able to get these hard tyres all the way to the end. Turn in, mate, come on. So the leader, his best lap's 57.2, mine's a 2:08. It says you how much time we're losing. Fucking hell, mate. How aggressive do you want to be? So I just do the undercut on you. Some people just don't know how to drive. Where's he going? So mistakes are starting to creep in with some people. Up to 9th now. Pretty sure we'll be able to carry these hard tyres throughout this race. We won't need to stop. 11 laps to go, fuel's 14.7, so we don't need fuel. Bit messy through there. And now I'm getting no slipstream. So it's just now a waiting game, trying to keep it clean. And I hope that most of these guys ahead of me are on the medium tyres. What I don't want to be doing is going side by side through a Scari and losing time to the leaders. We're now 11 seconds behind the leaders. And they're all together in a group. Just late on the brakes there, I've lost time. Don't try it, mate. I hope that most of these guys are on medium tyres. Be a bit disappointed if they're all on the hards like me. Just need to follow someone really. How many are going to pit? I'm going to take these hard tyres to the end. Still struggling massively with that second chicane. Oh, I might get a corner cut penalty for that. Right, got away with it. Definitely at one point there I had all four wheels over the curb. A lot of people coming in now. Up to P6 and the leader has just stopped and has come out behind me. So in theory then that's what you're pretty much losing in the pits, 12 seconds. You really are an idiot. Well, that got a bit nutty. I was holding my breath there. So I think we're now in a legit P3. surrounded by guys that are about 2 seconds a lap quicker than me. But we did a 58.4 there a couple of laps ago, so that's not too bad really. More people off in the background. Hopefully we all start kicking each other. It might be a bit of a defending game now. The main thing from us is just keep it clean and consistent. Running wide like that isn't going to work. I need to be pulled along. I need people to pull me along. The guys behind are fighting quite hard, I think. These guys are all on fresh hards. I'm not. The leader's now in as well. They're fighting pretty heavy up front. There's 4 cars behind, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th that are catching me. He's absolutely going to dive bomb me. And I've completely outbroke myself. Wow. No, I'll phone that away. Let's hope this guy in front of me, A, stops lagging, B, has a bit of decent pace. So now these guys behind me are starting to catch as well. I don't want to start falling down the order. Ah, too much curb. I've now got P11 behind me. Slowly falling apart a little bit. Maybe I should have pitted and gone on to the mediums because everyone else is on the hards now. We pit now for the mediums, it will drop us down to about 16th, 17th, pointless. I hadn't done a lot of practice before tonight. They're hitting each other. Go and have each other off. Oh god, I'm so bad. Sorry, mate. I think I've reset him all the way back. Oh god. That was embarrassing from me. In fact, this whole race has been pretty embarrassing. I'm going to hit this guy as well. Nothing I can do. Oh, and he's been reset back, and I didn't get a penalty for it. Oh god. So I've literally hit two people off. They've lost like 5-6 seconds. That was pretty embarrassing from me. These hard tyres are now starting to give up, but if I can just hold on to 10th, I'll take it. I'm not great with these cars, and we've made some silly mistakes. We've hit people off. Probably the first time I've actually got that first chicane spot on this race. Only took me 14 attempts. So it was the wrong decision to do the full race in the hard tyres. The guys behind are battling. Gap's now gone up from 3.4 to well over 5 seconds. You know, pushing each other in the gravel as well. So keep this final lap clean, it'll be 10th. Unless anyone in front of us went medium, they'll pick up a 20-second penalty. Well, I doubt that. I think everyone did do mediums onto hards. Unless someone falls off the road in front of us in the last lap, it's going to be 10th, which is a bit disappointing. But we did qualify higher than I expected, P8. There's a real squabble back there. I don't want to make a mistake and find myself a part of that. Tyres have had it as well. Still fighting back there. I mean, it's good news for me. I can pretty much coast home at this point. How are we doing for fuel anyway? Yeah, it was always going to be okay. So Killer Vito 994 wins the race. Everyone else will filter their way across the line. And again, if anyone had penalties up ahead, you might gain a position or two, depending how many had them. If not, it will be P10 across the line at least. They were starting to catch me there on the final lap. Tyres are dead, but it's 10th, and yep, no penalties, so we stay in 10th. I'll take it. I think before this race, before qualifying, if you offered me P10, I think I would take it. I'm not brilliant around Monza. It's a fairly easy circuit, but I'm still not brilliant at it. And these Hurricanes, I really do struggle with. The Group 3 car, I don't even touch because I'm just horrendous with it. It's not even worth my time. We've got 118 points for it though, so I think that puts me up to about 270 odd. I'll probably have a couple of people message me in a minute saying, why did you hit me, bloody bloody blah. So with distance, the experience, mileage points and the prize money for it as well. Halfway up level 42. Dirty idiot. Oh, that's not aimed at me, it's aimed at someone else. I'm expecting this bloke to possibly message me. No, he's decided to leave. He might message me. I definitely had him off. If he does, I'll just say sorry. But yeah, so 359 points are up to now apparently. So maybe it's 3 of the last 5 or something. I'll have to double check that. My safety rating's gone down a little bit. It was still an S, but it has gone down a little bit. I'm not going to wait for him if he's going to write a message or not. He might not. We'll just leave. So I'll have a look at the points, see where we stand at the moment. So no, 273 is what we're in. There's our rank there. So it now includes the best 2. Your best 2 rounds would be tallied as of round 5, which is what we've done now. So we did improve because the first one we did was 86. So the local rankings in the main areas, sort of the area I'm in. Super GT is obviously very local to me. I think he is a Kent boy somewhere. He's obviously up there 290, but we sit in the main area. Local ranking is 7th, which is quite nice. Secondary area. Secondary area here we're first where I live. The secondary area age as well, I'm first in that. The domestic ranking, meanwhile, and the reason why it doesn't show local rankings secondary areas because it's got where I live in it, and I don't want people to know that. Yes, I'm from Kent, people know I'm from Kent, but that's about it. There's plenty of places in Kent, so it doesn't actually so it won't bring up where I live, which is fair enough. So 116th at the moment in the domestic ranking. Don't know if that's going to get better or not once it all changes around. Where would that put us? It's down about here, isn't it? No, down here somewhere. There we are, 116th. So it hasn't added because we're still racing. Obviously, there's still a couple of races. It hasn't actually added my points for round 5 yet. So we will make an improvement, which is nice. In the regional ranking, that's basically the whole of Europe. We currently sit 760th. So 760th in Europe, 116th in the UK, and there we are. We will be on 273 points, but that'll all be done obviously once all this is over and done with. The next event, which I won't be doing, which is a Group 4 at Nürburgring, and then we've got Group 3 at Suzuka, which I've had plenty of experience around. Saturday races are the only ones I can do, so I'm looking forward to that. That'll probably be I think probably Porsche. I think I'll probably bring the 911 out for that. Group 3 RSR for that. Possibly, I don't know about the GTR. It might be a bit too heavy around the flowing corners of Suzuka. The Supra might be quite good around here, but it'll probably be the Porsche. And then on the 23rd, we've got Group 3 at Dragon Trail. That would almost certainly be Porsche. No, that'll actually probably be the Supra, I think, on that one. And then we've got Group 1 at Spa, which should be quite interesting as well. That'd be quite good to do. The Manufacturer Series, I'm not going to do today's race, even though I could in the next half an hour, because I just don't want to. And anyway, it's going better for me as it is in the nations, it is in the manufacturers. But if we did do next week's one, we're going to miss Circuit de la Sarthe. That's a shame. It'd be Sardinia at Road Track B in the Group 3, which is a bit Group 4, Lago Maggiore, which would be a bit that'll be actually might not be too bad actually. And we've got Group 3 at Interlagos, so it's not a great run of circuits and car choices, but nevertheless. So yeah, we qualified 8th. We had a scrappy race. It was a poor race. I hit people off and I made so many mistakes as well. To be honest, I should have either started on the mediums, gone to hards on, probably hards on to mediums, been quicker at the end. Didn't work. I thought I'd give it a go and stay out, and we fell back. So but we still got some good points anyway in that lobby. And as long as we keep improving on the points, then that's all we can do. So thank you very much for watching, and I will the next live stream I believe will be Monday, just before 8 o'clock in the morning, like it was this week, where it will be the daily races that will be updated. I do believe I've already had a sneaky little peek at what it will be for next week. I do believe that Interlagos is possibly on there, because at the moment we've got Lago Maggiore, WeatherTech Raceway, looking in Seika, and Tsukuba Circuit. Next week I believe that we've got N300 cars at Willow Springs Raceway, which I won't be attempting. We've got Group 4 cars at the Red Bull Ring, which looks quite good, and then we've got Interlagos Group 3 cars at Interlagos, which we've had quite a few times before. Fuel is at ×3, tyre wear ×5, tyre racing hard, and you've got to run the hard tyres as well, so it'll probably be 12 laps, 20 cars, Group 3, so it'll pretty much be a 12 lap sprint on the same set of tyres. Not looking massively confident about that one. I might put a lot of time into the Red Bull Ring with the Group 4 cars. I think that the McGann Trophy might be quite strong there, which is one of my favourite cars, but we'll wait until Monday and see what happens. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in a few days for another stream.